Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go. Get in here. Get in here. Y'all ready? Let's start the show. Where we at? Oh, I'll be so turned around. Did this work? Wow. There we go. Yes. Get in here, get in here, get in here, get in here, everybody get in here. It's time to get into some things, okay? So, listen, so we have a light show for you today. Not too much to talk about, just an update on some other stories we've been kind of talking about. So we're chilling today. I don't expect today to be a super lengthy live, but every time I say that, it ends up being a super lengthy live, okay? Amen? Now, a couple of topics on the docket today. The reason why Nicki Minaj will never see a Grammy. Unfortunately, we have to get into some things. Saweetie ready to drop her music, okay? And she's ready to diss QUAVO. Is it too soon? All right, are the people going to drag her? Is the music going to translate? Okay, there has been small updates on the Shanquella mystery. Quella. Y'all gonna have to really just work with me with that name. It's really, really difficult. And maybe in a few months, we're gonna talk about the difficulty of African American names, and how we can do better as a people when we are, having children and giving them names. But for the sensitivity of this situation, we're not gonna delve too far into that. But it is pinned in my notes, and we're going to have to talk about it. It's just like, girl. Wendy Williams and Sherry Shepherd may be coming face to face. And Milwaukee police are digging in butts. So we have to get into a lot of things, okay? So without further ado, make sure you guys like the video, share this video, subscribe to the channel, and all of that good stuff, okay? Let me make sure that we've hit 160,000 subscribers. Wow. It's been a long road since 2018. We've had, video by video, we built this platform, okay? So I appreciate each and every one of you guys for 160,000 subscribers. We are now on the road to 200,000 YouTube subscribers, all right? Oh, and shout out to the over 50,000 Instagram followers we have, and over 14,000 Twitter followers. So we are growing and growing and growing in all of our spaces, and we are really, really excited about it. And you can see our influence all throughout Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. So shout out to the squad and all my little celebrities out there, okay? All right, so let's get into some things. Ciao. By the way, I was so mad because I wanted to get a haircut for you guys today, but I was just like, I was going through a little dilemma because I'm like, do I get a haircut this week or do I get a haircut next week? But I think I have to get a haircut this week because I'm going to an event, and then in 2 weeks, I will be gone. Don't look for me. I'll be gone for 9 days. I'm going to Paris. Shout out to my people in Paris and Europe. If you're there, if you see me, hit me up. I will be in Paris December 4th. Through I don't even know. I'll be out there for a lot of days though, like through the 5th, through the 15th or something like that. Something crazy. But I'm going to be in Paris. Yes. So I will be in Paris there. So don't look for me. So at the end of the day, here's what I was saying. Like for my haircut schedule, I was just like, girl, I need a haircut. But next week is Thanksgiving. But I should probably get one now. And I should get one next. Not this week, but the next week. I don't know. But my nails looked a mess. But so I had to go get my nails done. Oh, let me get this out of here. But they look so nice now. I don't know if you guys can see. Oh, fresh mani. Okay. I love a good manicure situation. Okay. Love a good gel. Okay. Get your nails done. I had to go get my nails done. Okay. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Okay. Love to get that done. Love to get that done. All right. Anyway, enough about that. Anyway, enough about that. Okay, so let's get into some things. Yes, this hat is from Fashion Nova. If the people want to know, you can click the link in the. I will put a link in the description if you guys want to go shop the hat. Yes, pretty much the whole outfit. Yes, is and let's give a shout out to our sponsor. Yeah, let's give a shout out to our sponsor, Fashion Nova. They have been sponsoring the looks all week. Fashion Nova hat, Fashion Nova hoodie. You know what I'm saying? We've been getting into some things. Fashion Nova earrings. So I will actually post a link. Let me do that now. Actually, yeah, let me do that now. If in case you guys want to shop the look, hold on. Maybe I should have done this a long time ago, but we chilling today. So I'm gonna grab this link for y'all, and you guys can, for the people that want to grab it, go ahead and grab it. Hold on. Sorry, y'all. I should have been a little bit faster at this, but you know, we're gonna take our time in it. Okay, so I'll put the link here if you guys want to shop any of the, if you guys want to use my link there. And it's pinned at the top of the the video. So yeah, and then for you guys watching the replay, it'll be in the description box by the end of this video. Okay, so yeah, shout outs to Fashion Nova, hat Fashion Nova, sweater Fashion Nova, earrings Fashion Nova. Shout out to our sponsor, Fashion Nova. It wouldn't be possible without them. They keep me laced. I'm going to keep you laced, and we're going to get into some things. All right. So shout out to our sponsor. Nobody does it, and I'm sure, and I'm glad that they have, you know, chose me to, you know, keep you guys laced up. So yes. Now, okay. So let's get into the things. Let's just start with Saweetie first. Okay, so Saweetie is dropping, I don't know what you would call this, is the EP, an album, but this is the first time she's dropped, I believe, a full-length project outside of singles and collaboration projects. So in this project, she is the project is called, don't give me the line. The project is called Pretty B Music. Okay, Pretty B Music. Okay, and it's called The Single Life. And so on here, it drops tonight at midnight or 9 p.m. And she's supposed to be addressing everything that the media has said about her, everything that the blogs have said about her. I've heard a snippet of one of the songs, and if I'm being honest with you, right away, it's trash. Okay, right away, the song is trash. Yes, there's only 6 songs on the record, so one out of the 6 are trash already. And I think this is the record where she's addressing QUAVO. Saweetie is just trash. Beautiful girl, but I'm hoping that I'm wrong. I'm hoping I can come back on here and tell you, wow, this was a great EP, great album. But we wait all this time for 6 records, and then you're going to be in here dissing QUAVO. Allegedly or apparently, or maybe not. Maybe she just said that as clickbait so we can all go and stream it, and maybe she's not dissing QUAVO at all. For her sake, I hope that she is not dissing QUAVO on this album, because it's just far too soon. He's just suffered a major loss, and Saweetie is just, quite frankly, not that girl enough to be in any space dissing somebody who is, right now, at least. Maybe if the whole situation hadn't happened with Takeoff, she'd be in a more of a position to go ahead and, shoot shots at QUAVO. But right now is not the time. And, it's kind of unfair. Some would say, well, she probably had this release date, and she probably did. Because when you go to release your album and you put it through the streaming through the like TuneCore and those platforms, you have to set a date. You can't just say, okay, I'm gonna release the music today. No, you have to release it for at least 2 weeks out. So she's probably had this release date set for months, and unfortunately the things have happened with Takeoff and things like that. But she could have pushed it back. I don't know if she cares to push it back. Clearly she did it, but we'll see if she's going really hard in on QUAVO. People are saying that she's going really hard on QUAVO. I don't know. This is where she is going to be addressing a lot of the things. I wonder if she's going to be addressing this idea that she was sleeping with Offset. I don't know. But I think that she needs to address any and everything, because the controversy is going to take this album or EP to the next level, or at least get people to listen to it. Because Saweetie doing music just to do music, talking about, money and cars, is trash. I mean, honestly, we're not going to be listening for that. In order for us to really go and listen to a Saweetie project, we're going to have to be willing, we're going to have to be listening for some tea. You know what I mean? Or we're going to be listening to get our cackle and talk about how trash it is. But from the little snippet that I've heard, it's complete garbage. And I mean that. And so it's unfortunate, but Saweetie is a pretty woman, but probably one of the worst rappers on the planet. It is what it is, okay? But we'll see what she comes up with, and I'm excited to hear it. And maybe tomorrow you guys will be calling me a flip-flopper, because I'll be in here talking about how sickening and how crazy and how dope this EP or this album is. I doubt it, but I never have a problem coming on here saying, wow, that was fire. I never have a problem saying that. I never have a problem coming on and saying that. So we shall see. We shall see what happens. Okay. Also, let's get into this tea. So I don't even know what this is. I'm not even gonna lie, and maybe I should know what it is, but I don't. So, kill me. I don't know. But Sisters of Circle series. I don't know what that is, but it sounds like some sisters sitting around in a circle, empowering one another. So Black women, there will be a Sister Circle. And this is a free promo just because I'm attaching mess to it, okay? By WBLS, which is radio out in New York area. They are actually hosting an event, and Wendy Williams will be there this weekend. I think guest speaking, and so will Sherry Shepherd. So that should be interesting. I would like to see if Wendy Williams is actually going to show up, and what that would look like between her and Sherry Shepherd. And I've been the first one to say that I don't think that Sherry Shepherd will get a season 2. I still think that Sherry Shepherd probably won't last that long. But I'm hearing that the ratings are up for Sherry Shepherd. They're also saying that Sherry Shepherd's ratings are doing better than Jennifer Hudson's. I think that Sherry Shepherd is still boring as all get up, okay? But I also have to realize that Sherry Shepherd probably is not my demographic, and Sherry Shepherd is like feel-good TV. And so the stay-at-home wives and the girls that like to shop QVC, and they like Sherry Shepherd, middle-aged white and Black women, and Indian and whatever women that may want to sit at home and knit and read magazines and shop online, and I don't know. They like Sherry. She's feel good. I need a little bit of feel good with a little bit of mess and controversy, and that's Wendy Williams for me. Sherry is just all feel good and no mess. And then the mess that Sherry brings is just like talking about herself, and she's always in so much awe of how celebrities recognized her as if she's not a celebrity herself. So I just can't really get with Sherry Shepherd. There's a phoniness that Sherry Shepherd exudes for me, and I'm just not here for it. Now, Wendy Williams, I live for Wendy Williams. I need her to come back and do something. I would like somebody in the New York area or the New York tri-state area to please attend this event and give us the tea on what happened. Give me the tea. Is Wendy over there tripping and falling? Did she slap Sherry Shepherd? Is she there? What is going on? We need you to get there, okay? Okay, so can you guys hear me? Yes. Okay, I just want to make sure you guys can hear me. All right. But yeah, so I'm not really a big Sherry Shepherd fan. But yeah, I am here for Wendy Williams, and hopefully Wendy Williams will at some point make a return. Somewhere, somehow, some way. Because, I mean, at this point, we need it. We need it, Wendy. Make the return. Make the return, girl. All right. Now, we're about to get into something that is making me very, very uncomfortable. Let me see. Did I share it? Let me see. So, Milwaukee police. This is something that needs to be talked about, and it needs to be on all platforms talked about it, because not enough black men get protected, right? We always talk about women and this and protecting women, and, you know, when black men are violated, it's not really talked about. You know what I'm saying? And it's not talked about in a way where people really are trying to cause action. And it's unfortunate because a lot of times when black men are, you know, essayed and violated, it kind of goes under the rug, or they're meant to feel like they are, you know, have to be afraid, or they're like a punk for speaking up. But in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, these police are doing illegal strip searches on these black boys and illegal cavity searches. I mean, digging all on these black men. And I think that more people should be concerned and more people should be talking about this, because this is a complete violation of people's privacy. Okay, so we are going to take a look at this video.
He pulled out my pants, touched my testicles. They like eased down and they put their hands right between my butt. He pulled my drawers down and dug in my rectum.
The alleged victims keep coming forward. 8 Milwaukee police officers are under internal investigation, accused of performing illegal strip searches, including cavity searches on the streets. Were they wearing any gloves?
No, I didn't see not one. There was no gloves.
Kevin Freeman Jr. claims back in December he and some friends were violated during a traffic stop.
When they searched me, they like eased down and they put their hands right between my butt. And then I try to reach back, and when I try to reach back and try to stop them, they just got to slam me.
That's disgusting. That's disgusting. It's uncalled for. It's ridiculous. And honestly, we need to know who these police are. And it's just not safe. And I don't know. I just feel like more people should talk about it. It makes me, I'm not happy with that. You know, I'm always here for my guys, my boys, like, that should not be going on. We should not be being violated like that. And the same outrage we would have if this was a man doing this to a woman, we should have the same outrage for a man doing this to black men, violating them in that same way. It is not okay. Protect black men, okay? Protect is not just against, you know, brutality, but violations like this. This is not okay. This is not okay. And it happens to so many black men, where you have these nasty, kinky, weird, white police officers that abuse their power. I don't like it. You know, black men, you know, we're hunted down and we're fetishized so much. And, you know, a lot of these white men, I shouldn't say that, but a lot of these men fetishize over black men, and they're creeps. Okay, I see it all the time at the bars and the clubs, you know, and it's very uncomfortable. So yeah, I'm gonna play this video for you one more time, just so you guys can catch it in English. And girl, yeah, this is a mess.
Pulled out my pants, touched my testicles. They like eased down and they put their hands right between my butt. He pulled my drawers down and dug in my rectum.
The alleged victims keep coming forward. 8 Milwaukee police officers are under internal investigation, accused of performing illegal strip searches, including cavity searches on the streets. Were they wearing any gloves?
No, I didn't see not one. There was no gloves.
Kevin Freeman Jr. claims back in December he and some friends were violated during a traffic stop.
When they searched me, they like eased down and they put their hands right between my butt. And then I try to reach back, and when I try to reach back and try to stop them, they just got to slam me.
So I'm glad these guys are speaking out on this situation, because that is a mess. It's just so much stuff going on everywhere. Can I be okay? You know what? Am I going there right now? No, we'll go there. We'll go there, and we'll go there towards the end. Okay. What else do I have on here? What else do I have on today's situation? Okay, let's get into Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj, the queen of rap. Nicki Minaj, in my opinion, will never see the light of day with a Grammy. Oh, wait. Oh, no, it all goes in the same. It all goes in the same thing. So Nicki Minaj will never see a Grammy. Okay? In my opinion, Nicki Minaj will never see a Grammy. And here's why. Let's look at this video that has just resurfaced where the Grammy CEO explained how you actually win a Grammy. Okay? So let's get into this video.
Understand that the only way to win is to have the membership of the Academy vote for you. In order to be a member of the Academy, you have to be a professional working in music in the United States. For now, the United States. Hopefully we grow that. But right now, if you're a working professional in the United States, you can become a member of the Recording Academy. Once you're a member of the Recording Academy, all the music gets submitted, the members listen to it, and they evaluate it on the quality of the art. Not the sales, not the streams, not how many fans, not how many followers, but purely on the opinion. And it's very hard, as you all know, because it's subjective. There's no best song or best record. It's just the opinion of the membership in that particular year. That's how you win a Grammy. That's it. The voters vote. There's no committees. There's no journalists. There's no labels. It's music professionals voting for their peers. Period.
Okay.
First, you have to.
So is something going on with the microphone? Does it, like, what's going on with the microphone? Somebody let me know in the chat. Okay. So they're saying with the Grammys, it's not about sales. It's not about streams. It's just about music industry professionals that work in the industry. They sit on the Grammy board and they vote based on the quality and the art of the music. So to me, that sounds like relationships. That sounds like a bunch of opinions. That sounds like if I like you and you like me and we have a good working relationship in the industry, then you can win a Grammy. Unfortunately, Nicki Minaj will never win a Grammy. Okay? Hold on. I just feel like too many people have a negative story about Nicki Minaj. Okay? Too many people have that story about Nicki Minaj being rude, being nasty. Hold on, let me see if I can find this one here.
6-7 months.
Oh wow! Did you think it was never going to come out?
Yeah, because she just always had something else to do. You know what I'm saying? And we was just, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm just gonna tell you, we was arguing a lot. Like we was arguing a lot. Like Nicki cuts me out like so many times, bro. Like for real though, like she really did cuss me out. Like for real though.
How many times do you think she cussed you out?
Like she cut me out like 3. Like we done had like any times where I was just like, bro. Dang.
The third time it probably didn't even affect you.
The first time, I was just blown.
It's
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In a way, it's kind of dope.
Yeah.
It's almost like a big sister, right?
Like,
The one also like, once you get cursed out by anybody else, you're like, I done already got kicked out. I got cursed out by Nicki Minaj.
Nah, what she said the first time, like the first time, she was like, dang, what she said, man. I was just texting her about the song. Like, I was like, just trying to get the, just trying to get the song.
Hey,
like, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes she'll just forget that we even working on probably like 6-7 months.
Oh, wow.
Did you think it
on the song, you know what I'm saying? I think, and like months will go by and I just tap in.
Like,
you know
hey, remember me?
And she was
checking in on that song.
And she was like, man, I forgot what she said, but it was something. She went off on me. She was like, stop. Your time is up for the day.
Oh shit!
She said your time is up for the day.
Oh my God.
She said you said your time is up for the day. Click.
That is
you know what I'm saying?
hilarious.
Wait, y'all on the phone?
No. We was texting. She was like, we was texting, and she was like, on the song, you know what I'm saying? I think, and then like months will go by, and I just tap in.
Like,
you know
hey, remember me? Your time is up for the day.
Your time is up for the day. I love it.
Your time
I'm gonna start using that.
I'm definitely use
I
that.
am using that.
I ain't gonna lie, I laughed for a long time, but before I responded, I was like, man, I gotta stand in there though, man. I can't just let her do me like that. But I'm like, man, I'm like, man, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I said my little two cents, you know.
And she
what I'm
left
saying?
you on red, and that was it.
Yeah. No, I ain't even want to hear a response. I just blocked her for a minute.
You blocked her?
I blocked her because I ain't want her to come back and say some shit that hurt me.
Hell no. He blocked her to prevent himself from being hurt.
Yeah, you feel? I ain't want to say some outlandish shit to make me.
Because you know she know how to like cut you.
Right. So I just blocked her. I was like, man, I'm gonna write her back when I'm ready to apologize. You know what I'm saying? But I still want the song.
Right, because I don't think.
So now they're making this very tongue in cheek. They're laughing about this, but this isn't funny. And he clearly felt the way, and he really got into it. See, this is the thing when it happens to, you know, men versus women. It's all like, oh, that's kind of like a compliment. Oh, this is kind of like a compliment. You got dragged by Nicki Minaj. No, because Angela Yee, if she was up there dragging you, you would be pissed and holding the biggest grudge. If this was any other woman that Nicki was talking to, it would be a problem. But because it's a man, it's kind of like, oh, that's kind of funny. You got cursed out by Nicki Minaj. No, she cursed him out and was mad in a nasty, dirty way. He had to block her because it was going to a point where he was afraid that she was going to say something that was going to hurt him. And see, I just feel like men don't get that same kind of, you know, understanding. No, she was being disrespectful and nasty the same way she would be that way with the woman. She was doing it to him. And I say that to say she's done this to many people. I have gotten phone calls. I'm not lying to you. And this is no allegedly. I have gotten phone calls. I have gotten DMs from many, many people in the industry that say, Nicki Minaj is so mean. This woman cursed me out. This woman has called me nasty, nasty names. This woman has called me dumb, retarded, beat, all kind of like crazy stuff that you would never believe that this woman has said. And they've told me what she have said. And I'm just like, and these are some people that if I told you who, you would gag. But she has done it. So I'm saying that to say, when we talk about the Grammys and we talk about your peers voting for you, there's no way that I see her getting an award because she's just too mean. You have to be able to play the game a little bit better than this. And I feel like she jumped in her own way with this whole Grammy situation. She could have went to the Grammys this time and said, hey, I've been feeling like I've been getting snubbed by the Grammys many times. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I've been getting snubbed by the Grammys many times. And, you know, I would like my song to be put in a rap category. What is there that we can do? She didn't have to go on line ranting and throwing shade at Lotto for then the Grammy to actually come out. And now Lotto is, the song Big Energy is not even in the real rap category. It's in a melodic rap category. And she's being nominated for Best Melodic Rap Song and Best New Artist. So it's not even Best Hip Hop or Rap Song. So you did all of that for nothing. Okay? And so now we find out that this is just about people kind of just liking you. But here's the flip side though, because there's two sides to this. If that is the case, what does a Grammy really mean at this point? So it means, okay, y'all don't like me, so y'all will try to make it seem like my work is not Grammy worthy, which to me is not okay. Because it almost seems like in this day and age, or in the history of the Grammys at this point, what is talent? Who needs talent when you can have friends, relationships, and personality? And nowadays, rap is not about writing your own your own bars. Rap is not about freestyles, unfortunately. What rap and hip hop is about is relationships. Are you a superstar? Do you have a personality? Can you sell things? And I think at this point, if we know what we know about the Grammys now, if I'm Nicki Minaj, I don't even feel any kind of way that I don't have a Grammy. Because she's probably never going to get one. But it's not because her music hasn't been good. Just people don't like her. You know? But then the people who have Grammys, what does that say? Are you really talented? Or do people like you? Was the music really that good? Or was this just some people that just liked you better? You know? So that's the interesting thing. You know? And at this point, finding out how Grammys are chosen, nominated, and won, to me, a little bit, it dilutes the prestige of the award. I'm going to be honest. To me, a Grammy is not that important anymore because it doesn't matter the quality. They say artistically in the quality of the music, but art and a person's quality taste is subjective. To say F and F is just such quality music, somebody might say this is trash. Some people might say this is good. But to say through Nicki Minaj's 15 years of being here, she hasn't made one quality record, but yet she is the leading female rapper, doing things that no female rapper has ever done, broken many records that many female rappers have never done and probably will never do. It's becoming personal. And so for me, I just kind of feel as though at this point, what does a Grammy really mean? So, but in my opinion, if we're leaving it up to a popularity contest and a personality contest amongst peers, it's over. There is no Grammy for Nicki Minaj. There is no Grammy for Nicki Minaj. Okay, so let's move forward. They saying the dad is live. Where is the dad live at? On what? I wonder, can I pull that up? But yeah, talent definitely should matter. Talent should definitely matter, but it doesn't at this point. Talent is not mattering anymore. Hold on, let me see. Let me check my phone. They saying it's some tea. Somebody sent it to me on Instagram. Hold on. Oh, wow. Are they blocking people? They're blocking you me from, thank you. I see you sending me the super chat. I don't know why they're blocking it. That's crazy. Hold on. I'm trying to find it. Send it to me on Instagram so I can see if I can pull it up. If he's live on Instagram, I'm going to see if I can pull it up. All right. No one is saying anything, so we're moving forward. Are they saying people are getting blocked for sending super chats? What is that tea? I don't know what that is about because my super chats are definitely open. I don't know. All right. Okay, let's get into this Shanquella. My phone is going off. Hold on. Okay, Shanquella Robinson. Okay. Now, here's the tea. There has been an update in the Shanquella Robinson situation. Okay. Now, we know the girl Dejanay. Well, before we get into Dejanay, the FBI has now gotten involved with this and has started an investigation. They're not really speaking much about it. They're not really saying too much, but the FBI, they are, in cahoots with Mexico, and they are working together to figure out what's going on here. So the FBI has now gotten involved, which is fantastic. Also, Dejanay, the girl that was seen beating Shanquella up on video, okay, she does have another Instagram. So that first Instagram that you guys seen that we reported on that was saying they're going live with the Shade Room and they were taking super chats and things like, and cash apps. That one was not actually a real account, okay? So there has been a real account, and she's this is what she's saying. She's saying it's a real account. She's saying she's not doing anything for clout, but she's saying she's not going to allow people to speak on her name without telling her side of the story and letting the internet kill her, okay? She said that people are going to be shocked when they hear what actually happened. And she's also saying that she's not going to let people try to say that she killed this girl from a fight. Okay? So she had posted that stuff in her Instagram story. Okay, now here's the hot tea. So it was another girl involved, Winter Donovan, here. Now they were saying that one of the girls that actually killed her was a trans. I don't know what the whole trans thing is. Now Winter Donovan does look a little transy, but I feel like they're both women. Okay. Now, Winter Donovan is the light-skinned girl. Now, apparently, there's another video. So, apparently, not only did Dejanay beat up her, but Winter then came and slammed her by her neck, or grabbed her by her neck and did some sort of breakage or some sort of slam or some type of chokehold situation. Like they jumped her. And that's when the girl stopped moving, is what I'm hearing. Okay. And so what I think now is happening, Dejanay is kind of getting fed up with everybody thinking it was her. And they had this story because Dejanay and Winter both went to the house with Khalil, and mind you, they said Khalil was at the house telling everybody that she died with the alcohol poisoning. Then the next day he was at the house fidgeting, walking around, shaking, nervous. Shanquella's sister, when they came over, asked, "Hey, I heard you guys jump my sister. Did that happen? Did you guys jump my sister in Mexico?" They said no. So that's where it still becomes a problem because, girl, you lied, Dejanay, and you lied. And I think Dejanay is getting to the point where this video has gone viral. Everybody's thinking Dejanay is the killer. But quiet as it's kept, Winter is the one who actually allegedly broke her neck. So it's a lot going on. And if you ask me, they all should go down for it. But I think that it's only going to be a matter of time before Dejanay cracks and starts speaking, because she, at this point, is saying, I just beat her up. I ain't kill her. And y'all not finna put that on me. But now more stories is coming out that this light-skinned girl came in and did a number on her. And so, but the fact that they all tried to cover it up, that is what gets me. What are we covering up? I'm not going down for this hoe. If I fought her, we fought, but I didn't kill her. And I'm not finna say I did. I'm finna tell what happened. You killed her. And I don't want to be involved. And the fact that they packed her things up, flew back to the States, and was going to lie to the mama and hold it down, like keep the lie going, for the mere simple fact that them niggas really thought that they was going to get away with this, and this wasn't going to go viral like this. This should be a Netflix special. I would like this. This should be a Netflix. This needs to be I wonder whose idea was this to go with this lie. Because you got Khalil getting nervous, videos getting leaked. Somebody is already messing up. Because they all know what happened in Mexico. And what happened in Mexico clearly ain't staying in Mexico. It ain't going to stay in Mexico long. Because what's going to happen is everybody going to start trying to clear their names. Especially ones that didn't do it. Especially ones that probably was kind of watching but didn't get involved or was in the other room and while it happened. They're going to want to clear their name. And they are going to start speaking out. We're going to find out who did it. But the people just need to keep applying pressure, because these girls are going to crack. But my thing is, you go to Mexico and it's 3 girls, including Shanquella, and both the girls jump you? At this point, I'm like, well, shit, did they set you up? I mean, you would think, if anything, most likely it's one of the guys, take advantage of the girl or something. You go on a trip, you thinking the girls is gonna stick together. And the girls come and jump you. Wow. That's crazy. Wow. How can you... Oh, hold on. Let me see. Hold on. Let me get it. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Let me see if I can get this up really quick. Give me a second. Let me see if I can get this up really quick. Hold on. Let me see if I can get this up for the girls really quick. Hold on. This just in. Where is the sound?
I need to stand on this, to beat on her, because she's not a fighter. She's not a fighter at all.
Right. This is Shanquella's dad live on Facebook.
For y'all men to be sitting in the room, the video I saw. Yeah. For y'all men to be sitting in that room and y'all let this go on, ain't do nothing. And Khalil, you supposed to be her best friend for 5 years. 5 years.
Friend. Now I want to.
Y'all supposed to be friends.
Yeah.
Friends just don't do that.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Do y'all, I understand y'all parents. Your parents ain't even reached out to me, or I don't know if you reached out to her mom or not, but your parents ain't reached out to me. You all ain't reached out to me. So, you know, I say something ain't adding up right here, but I just ask God to give me the strength and bring me justice. Show me what really happened over there, Lord. That's all I ask. You know, I'm not perfect, but I know definitely where my help comes from.
Yes.
I know definitely where my help comes from.
Yeah.
And God has been moving. He's been moving.
Yeah.
And Gerald, the way God moved in you when you say you called that Monday morning, I know I had prayed, say pray, always pray. And it's just how everything just going, it's just everything just coming. The cover just been pulled off, you know.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm still hurting. I'm like I said, I'm sitting here hurting, talking about this as I'm hurting right now, knowing in 2 days, you know, I gotta bury her.
Yeah. Yeah.
And y'all then came back here, then shut down your Facebook pages. You know, you're not talking no more like you was before you left. So what you know, why you hiding? You know, just tell the truth.
Just tell the truth.
Just tell the truth.
Mr. Robertson, I want to.
You got a father here that won't even be, you know, you got a father here now, you know, won't even be a granddaddy. I can't even walk her down the, can't even walk her down the aisle.
Yeah.
Can't even hear a voice. Can't hear her say daddy. You know. You know, she gone.
Yeah.
She gone.
Yeah.
And y'all took that from me. Y'all took that from me. And Khalid, I know she told you about her dad. I know she did. You got a dad. You know, y'all got dads and a mother that I know of. You know.
Yeah.
They can look at you all. Y'all can have a conversation. I can't have no conversation no more. It's gone.
Yeah.
So I had to come on here and, you know, speak my heart and speak my mind. You know, I'm not a deadbeat dad.
Yeah.
Anybody who knew me, all my daughter's friends, know what type of dad I was.
Yeah. That's what I want you to do. And I know me and you talked, and we talked about having an interview. And I know we talked about, you said, Jerome, I'm gonna give you one first because you've been working on it. And I just want to thank you because the people need to hear from you. These I'm gonna call them murderers. I don't care what nobody else call them, Mr. Robinson. I'm gonna call them what they are, my opinion, because I feel like that y'all knew what was going on and you still didn't say nothing. Now the problem I have is that Khalil came back, brought your daughter's luggage to the house, had dinner, and sat in y'all family's face and told y'all that Shanquella died from alcohol poisoning. And then when I called you about the video, you didn't even know anything about the video till I called you and told you about the video, and I sent it to you. And you know, now that the video is out, it definitely confirms what you were saying all along about, you know, the alcohol poisoning doesn't put a knot on your head. It doesn't swell your eyes. It doesn't bust your lip. It don't do any of that. And I know that that's one of the parts that you can't even fathom of how this man can come to your family's face and tell y'all a lie like that. Now, I spoke with Miss Salamandra. I spoke with Miss Robinson, and she had told me that Khalil had been coming back over to the house. He was coming around every day. Did he ever call you? Did he ever reach out to you personally and tell you, you know, what happened or any of that?
No, Khalil never called whatsoever. You know, from what his mom was telling me, you know, he'll come over to the house. I guess he was coming over to see what kind of information they knew. But once I found the information out, that's how they found the information, was through me, that she had a broken neck and a broken spinal cord trauma.
Right.
That's how they got the information, was through me. And then once they came, when I called and sent what happened, then he was over there. Then all of a sudden, from what they told me, he got all sick and wasn't feeling good, and say his aunt was with him or his mama was with him. He wanted to leave. And when he left, they ain't heard no more from him, you know. So, and then when I saw the video, for y'all to beat her, knowing she's not a fighter. For y'all to, I don't know if y'all woke up out of her sleep to beat her naked like that. Well, while she was naked. For you men to, you know, to sit in that room and watch her, that girl hit on her like that while she was naked. You know, I mean,
it's
the men in the room. Wait, I mean, do y'all have sisters? You know, do y'all have a mother? What if someone show y'all the video like that? A man, someone beating on your mother or beating on your sister naked. How would you feel? And she's not even defending herself because she's not a fighter. You're already bigger than her. She ain't number, you know, petite, no weigh no more than about 120, 125 pounds. That's not her style. Her style is not a fighter. Her style is not a fighter. She wasn't raised like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
She wasn't raised that like that. She was raised to, you know, to have fun and treat people like she wanted to be treated. Laugh. You know, care for others. You know, and y'all want to take her over there out of her comfort zone and do her that way when she thinking she going over there to have fun. And y'all seen that, to me, it was a setup. You know.
Yeah. That's what it's like to me as well.
To the grace of God.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get justice. She's not gonna die, and it will not die in vain.
No.
I'm gonna get justice. I'm gonna get justice.
Yes, sir. Yes, we are going to get justice. You are going to get justice. Shanquella is going to get justice. Your entire family is going to get justice. Now, Mr. Bernard, Friday, they are over in Mexico. Saturday, as you know, as you talked about earlier, Khalil calls and he says that Shanquella is not feeling good. She's been throwing up and she's resting. And then he calls back because Salamandra told me that, you know, she told him, you know, just, you know, keep an eye on her, you know, just keep me updated on what's going on. And then he calls back and says that they are trying to resuscitate her. And you're trying to understand, well, what's going on? And then he comes up with this alcohol poisoning bullshit, you know. Now, and I understand that the FBI is now investigating. You have been in contact, your entire family has been in contact with the FBI, but have you learned anything as far as the Mexican police seeing any type of bruises on her when they got there? You know, did the medics observe anything, you know, different, you know, about her when they got there for them to, you know, allow these people to leave a room, you know, after saying that she had alcohol poisoning and then tending to her body and it's obvious signs that, you know, she was beat? Have you learned anything? I mean, has any information been communicated to you that the Mexican authorities or the doctor or the medics over there saw any of those signs on her?
You know, as right now, I'm just waiting for all that information to come back to me.
Yeah, you waiting for all that information.
To come back to me.
Right.
From what I saw her, when I saw her in that cat, when I saw her laying there when they rolled her in the funeral home. I mean, you see, we saw the bruises.
Right.
We saw the bruises.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
I don't know. She was in her, you know, pajamas, flannel pajamas, pants, and a shirt. So I don't know if they put that on her or who put that on her, you know. But I don't just see how can y'all sleep. I don't see how all of y'all can sleep. I don't see how can all of y'all go about and do y'all daily duties and sit there knowing what y'all did.
Yeah.
Knowing what y'all did.
Right.
You
now,
know?
I understand, Mr. Bernard, that you're waiting for more information as it relates to that. Now, the death certificate stated, now the video shows that there was a fight in the bedroom. It's early morning outside if you look at the, you know, outside in the video. But the death certificate stated that she was found in the living room. But the video shows that a fight was inside the bedroom, and I do know, and I communicated with you from a source that there is a second video, because obviously, you know, Shanquella is on the ground with her head down. So, I mean, you know, you could tell that she's still alive. But then other information that we learned today about Winter Donovan grabbing her around her neck and slamming her and her not getting back up. There is a second video that is out there. And this information came directly from someone who is friends with Dejanay's mother, and this information was communicated because people were upset about the fact that only one angle is being showed, and that is Dejanay assaulting your daughter. This was not a fight. This was a brutal assault because your daughter was not fighting back. And in that video, at the end, Khalil had told Shanquella's sister and Miss Salamandra that he was not there when all of this happened, after the fact that they learned from talks from those that was there that there was a fight, that he was not in the room. But the video clearly shows him to the left. I mean, you've never seen Khalil, have you, Mr. Bernard?
No, never seen Khalil.
Right.
Only thing I saw is pictures of all of them.
Yeah, right.
I saw pictures of all of them.
Yeah.
You know, I heard the same thing you heard. There's a video out there.
Yeah.
That you know, she picked her by the neck and slammed on the ground, and once they slammed her, she didn't get back up. Did not get back up. So I guess that slam right there must have broke her neck and her spinal cord.
Do you need a second, Mr. Bernard? I can turn this off for a minute.
Nah, man, go ahead. We can go through this. We can go through this.
Yes, sir. I know this is, I'm sorry, this is very, very, very difficult. I
really don't know how much I love my daughter. Y'all don't really don't know. Y'all don't know what y'all done done to me. Y'all don't know how, you know, the hole that y'all done put in me. I really don't know.
I feel like I'm gonna cry.
You know,
this is sad.
Y'all can just come back here and deal with y'all did, and leave her there. Leave her there, and then just leave her there. And then the maid had to find her, from what I'm hearing. You know. You know, y'all don't understand how much of pain my daughter was in, sitting there with a broken neck or spinal cord. You know, and then I'm hearing, I don't know, Najee or whatever. He came to the house. You know, so he was the last one. Something about he was the last one. He was the last one about her breathing or something. You know, he playing soft music and rubbing her head. Really, all of y'all could have got her help. All of y'all, but y'all chose not to.
Exactly. Who the freak comes from an airport? They came from an airport straight into there and just rub her head, playing soft music and claiming he's doing CPR, and then, you know, to get online and try to run to the world that you are so innocent. The only innocent person and the only victim in this case is Mr. Bernard's daughter, and that's Shanquella Robinson. Ain't nobody else a damn victim. And I wish people would stop getting online talking about this Nazir dude got there. And then this is the problem that I have, and from my understanding, Mr. Bernard, I did you watch any of his video?
Who was video?
Nazir's. Did you watch any of Nazir's videos?
Yeah, I watched a little bit how he's saying this and that, saying that. Really? Really?
And the problem that I have is I don't.
You came there and you saw her. You should have got help. If you was her friend, you ain't seen her in 9 years, and you came in that house, ain't no way you gonna sit here and you know you saw the bruises. You saw the bruises. You came in the house. You want to sit there and say you played music and rub her head and then she took a last breath, you left? You saw the music. I mean, come on, man, really? You should have came in that house. Hey, y'all ain't going nowhere. Y'all staying down here. Y'all staying down here. Y'all not going back. Y'all not back going to the United States.
Exactly. He should
I
have
didn't came in here and saw these bruises. Y'all didn't hurt this girl. No. You know.
Exactly. That is the problem.
Y'all ever thought that she got a mother and a father? Got people back here in the States that love her and care about her. Especially her daddy.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And then y'all can't even call. You come to the house, over to her sister's house, and try to say, Miss Robinson, do you have Mr. Robinson phone number? Can we call him and give him my condolences? No. Not at all. Y'all didn't even open your mouth. Ain't doing that at all. Especially you, Khalid. Even your parents. Y'all parents ain't reached out.
Dirty.
Y'all parents ain't even reached out. You know, none, you know, me or her mom. Not that I know her, but I know your parents ain't reached out to me. You know, they still got y'all. They still got y'all. I don't have mine. She gone. Y'all took her away from me. She can't talk for herself. She can't talk for herself, but her daddy is gonna talk. Her daddy gonna stand strong through the grace of God.
Yes, sir.
God gonna give me the strength that I need. Yes. And I know everybody out there who got a relationship with God gonna pray that I get the strength to stand where I need to stand.
Yes, sir.
Because my daughter will not die in vain.
Yes, sir.
She will not die in vain.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna give her justice.
She's gonna get justice.
She didn't have to go through this. She did not have to go through this.
She did not have to go through this. Shanquella did not deserve this. She did not deserve this. I can't wrap my head around the fact that they left Mexico, came back to the United States, and told this family that Shanquella died from alcohol poisoning, when in the damn phones that y'all was carrying had the video that we just saw. Y'all knew a fight happened. Y'all knew, and you know who killed Shanquella.
And you told her mama. Y'all sit right there and told her mama that it wasn't no altercation.
That it was no
Y'all told her mama and her sister right there in their face it wasn't no altercation in that house. That's exactly what y'all said. That's exactly what y'all said.
Now,
in a couple of days, I will have all y'all statements.
Sure Liz.
All y'all statements, what y'all said.
The FBI is on them left and right. So if you think you're hiding at your mama.
Okay, so that I'm done with that there. I'm gonna open up the calling line because he just repeating with the same thing because the views is up right now. Because it's nothing else. The dude. It's sad, but the interviewer, it's a little cringy because it seemed like this dude don't even care, or he putting on. I don't know. It's a little weird interview with that. So I'm over it. You guys can go if you guys want to go over there. You guys can go catch it on Facebook. I'm kind of done. I think I've heard enough. Somebody says giving bad actor, definitely. So yeah, I think I've got the gist. Ain't nothing. He gonna be repeating the same thing to keep that man on there for a little bit longer. So, but I'm gonna open up the calling line so y'all could call in and give y'all thoughts on what's going on. Now, I didn't know that they had left the girl in the hotel. What? That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Your show now, press 1. To hear important instructions, press 2.
All right.
To start
Your show is scheduled to start in 23 seconds.
And shout out to Lisa over at Heart of Inspiration for giving me the information that I needed. 5548, you're live on the air.
Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1.
What's going on? Yes.
Yeah, so I want to speak on Nicki Minaj. So
okay.
I love it down musically. Like, I got a whole playlist in my phone dedicated to the rap girls, and she takes up half of the playlist. But I don't like her antics. I don't like her attitude. And I want to speak to the Grammys. When you look at the history of Grammys and people who have won Grammys in the past, and you look at their work, regardless of how much music they put out or how little music they put out, a lot of people have done great work. Like, you can't say that nobody who's won a Grammy hasn't done great work. So, but then when you also look at their personality, their philanthropy, the way they treat people, their business deals, their ventures, that kind of just, that adds a little oomph to them. It's like, I'm in college right now, and I'm trying to build my resume because, yeah, I might have the grades and went to a nice school, but, like, if I don't have anything else to build to that, then the job is not going to hire me, or the Grammys aren't going to vote for me, if you get what I'm saying. So I do feel like it's a whole thing. I kind of feel like she was snubbed back in the day, but I don't necessarily think she was snubbed now.
Okay.
So.
Well, thanks, Boo. Thanks for calling in, period. Yeah, thanks for being a supporter. You have a good night, too. No problem. Okay, cool. All right, let's take another call. 0609, you're live on the air.
Hi, Armon. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Hi. I wanted to talk about Nicki. I think just point blank, I think people are making excuses for her. I think she's not the only important artist. Like, it doesn't mean because she doesn't get one, everyone else doesn't deserve one. And I actually was doing research. People are saying that she was snubbed. If you look back at the categories, I think she was nominated 10 times. I'm looking at a list that I typed up last night. And
typed up last night.
Yeah, in 2012, these are the categories for Best Rap Album. Jay-Z, Kanye West, Watch the Throne, Lil Wayne, The Carter Five, Lupe Fiasco, Lasers, and Nicki Minaj, The Pink Print. And the winner was, and Kanye West, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Kanye West won that. So I have a full list of everyone that she was nominated against. She was against some heavy hitters. Most of the nominations that were won back in her categories from, I think, 2009 was like Kendrick Lamar, Jay-Z, Kanye West, Drake. She has so many. So I think that, and another one was from 2016, Best Rap Album. J. Cole, Forest Hills Drive, Dr. Dre, Compton, Drake, If You're Reading This, It's Too Late, Nicki Minaj, The Pink Print. Kendrick Lamar was the winner for To Pimp a Butterfly. So I don't know where people are getting this notion that she was snubbed out of nowhere. If you actually look, I have a full spreadsheet. I could DM it to you if you want to look over it later. She actually was nominated 10 times. She lost every single one, I think, accordingly. And it's funny how I think it's funny how she teases people. Oh, people need sympathy from the media. What exactly is she doing?
Okay.
She's doing exactly what she says everyone else does. I think she whines and complains. When Megan was nominated, she went on this full rant. I should have been nominated for Best Artist and da-da-da-da-da. So, why is she... She said they didn't mean nothing to her. That's where the Sammys came from. So why are you submitting your work if it doesn't mean anything? Stand on what you stand on. The Weeknd, he didn't like it. He just stopped submitting. I can respect that. If you're going to say something, stand on it. Don't complain. It doesn't mean the other girls don't deserve theirs because Nicki Minaj didn't get it. I think she has a nasty... I'm 38. So I love all these women. I love all of them. But honestly, I've stopped becoming a fan of hers because I think she's nasty. She's really nasty. And if she spent her time, she could have been uplifting women. You know what I'm saying? I can admit I was not a fan of Cardi B, but the fact that I like her personality. To me, it doesn't matter how you rap, what you do stuff. I think she has a nice personality. Yes, she does things that are problematic. Everyone does. But I like the way she uplifts women. You know what I'm saying? And Nicki Minaj acts like she's the only one, that should do stuff. Especially when I saw the tweet when she tweeted you your response. I think she was doing that to get under Cardi's skin. She micromanages little things. Like, you have a platform in a show, and instead of uplifting or reaching out to people, you want to sit online and diss women all day, and then you expect people to reward you for nasty behavior. Like, these people aren't connected to people.
Wow.
And you know what I'm saying?
Go ahead and spill.
You're fair. Why would she want to? My thing is, why would she go on a rant like that? And I think if she would have came back this year, just put out her music and been quiet and been like a queen, take notes from Beyonce, like, she probably would have got like 5 nominations. Like, that's why I like Beyonce. You know how many people say, oh, they talk about Nicki, but they talk about Beyonce bad. They talk about her children, her family. She never goes on one rant ever.
These are facts.
Never. And that's
These
why
are
she's
facts.
in the position that she is. That's a real queen. Because if Beyonce wanted to, she could snap and she'd have every right to do it. I think Nicki Minaj is nasty. She talks about everyone else, but she's the one, married to a what.
Don't you do that.
And she's trying to, I'm not going to say the word, but she's married to a you know what. I think she's angry because she has to support him. She's the epitome of a woman who's beautiful, but who's messed up in the head. And I'm saying this as someone who grew up loving her. I think she's just completely nasty. I think her fan base makes excuses for her, and they have nothing else to do. They say, oh, no one raps like her. No one's better than her. So then why are you guys worried about every other girl that comes up? Worry about your queen. That's what they do with B. They don't worry about what Beyonce's doing. That's like Beyonce picking on Normani or Tinashe. That would look silly. Let these girls shine.
Well, you ate that. Thank you, caller.
The Barbs are going to call you. The Barbs are going to call and make up excuses. But check that list out that I'll send you. She was nominated. Okay. She lost barely. She can drop a tear and lose some weight.
Wow.
Live from San Francisco.
Wow, that was a lot. Wow. Not drop a tear. It's the drop a tear for me. Wow, so we went, how long has this show? Okay, we did go. We still keep it in a cute time frame. Okay, cool. Got a couple more minutes. We'll take some more. Okay, 1761, you're live on the air.
Hey, Armon, can you hear me?
Hey, yes, I can hear you. Talk to me.
Hey, so I wanted to talk about Shanquella for a second.
Okay.
First of all, it's such a tragedy what happened, but I'm looking at the bigger picture of just why tragedies like this happen in the first place. And I'm blaming entities like MTV, VH1, Zeus Network, all the housewife shows, all the bad girl shows, all that kind of stuff. These women, they watch that stuff, and they consume that stuff. They take that stuff in, and they feel like that's how they have to solve their problems. I can't tell you how many housewife shows I've seen where the women will go on vacation to go and confront the person that they have a beef with. And then, boom, they'll go to Zeus Network stuff. They start fighting. So I kind of look at what's going on culturally for a tragedy like this to even happen in the first place.
I could see that, but at some point, you don't stand around and watch two girls do a double team melee on another girl. Even if we watch those reality shows, at some point, somebody's trying to at least break it up. You got one girl beating up at the girl, then you got another girl that comes and snaps her neck. What is this? And then you got men recording it. I don't know. That's crazy. All on vacation.
Yeah, and that's something culturally too. Standing around with phones, like that's another cultural thing. Like, what is that about? Like all of it's messed up. But that's all I really have to say.
Thanks, Boo. Thanks for calling in. All right, let's keep it pushing. All right, 2803. You're live on the air.
Hey, Armon.
Hey, what's going on? Talk to me. Good.
Okay, so I don't know if you remember I called yesterday and I told you about the whole FBI situation with Shanquella. I told you how it was going to go. They got it extradited basically from Mexico. They are doing their due diligence. They got it extradited from Mexico, which is why they're doing the actual work now as far as trying to get all the information together with the girls. But I just find it just really just disgusting that they actually left the girl, you know, in that room, like left her there for the maid to find her, which is just absolutely just disgusting. Like, you guys all packed your bags up, got everything together, and just walked past Shanquella like, all right, girl, we see you later. Like, and
yeah, that's what I'm gagging at. They left her. So this whole time I'm thinking they called the ambulance or something. No, they left her there. But you know why they did that, right? They were scared to be questioned and be stuck in Mexico.
Of course, because they know, you know, especially with all the stuff going on. I believe it's this was in Russia, but with the other girl who, you know, got arrested and she's in jail for like 10 years now. But like that whole situation, they don't want to be prosecuted and sit in another country, because at that point, you know, once you're in another country, there's nothing the United States can do. You know, obviously, they all packed their stuff up.
So let's just be real. Like, let's be real. Let's be real. If you didn't do it, like if you weren't, I'm gonna be honest with you. Y'all might kill me for saying this, but if I was there and I didn't actually hurt that girl, I don't know if I would have wanted to. I think I would have got out of there too once I felt like they killed her, because I'm like, girl, I need to get home. Now, I would have started singing like a bird once I got home, but I don't think I would have wanted to deal with the Mexican government. Like, I'm not going to lie. I think I would have got up out of there.
But I feel like if this is what the best friend should have done, which is why I feel like he's just so vile and just disgusting. If you seen that happen, you know what I'm saying, to the girl, just like you said, I would have still got up and left, but I'm taking notes on everything. So-and-so did this, so-and-so did that. I'm recording. I'm taking pictures. Yada, yada. When I get home, baby, I'm not going to jail. You're not taking me nowhere. And I'm telling on everybody, because as a best friend, the father said that they've been friends for about 5 years. And for you to be so disgusting, to sit there and watch them, you know, beat and pound on that girl like that, it's just disgusting. And one other thing I wanted to say. The young lady, the light-skinned girl that you were talking about earlier, I feel like she's probably the one who leaked the video to try to maybe put blame on the other girl, to try to make it seem like, you know, she was the one who did it. Because now they're saying, obviously, you said earlier, there's a second video that came out. I feel like she's probably the one that posted it to try to move the blame and everything away from her. Somebody leaked that video, but I just feel like that's kind of what happened. But the FBI, they're taking over everything now. They're going to do their due diligence to figure out what exactly happened. You can delete Instagram, Twitter, whatever you want to delete. The phone keeps everything, and they know how to get into it. They're going to get them phone records, and it's going to be a done case. But this is going to turn into some Law and Order episode.
Now, I'm hearing that they charged the car for, everybody keeps saying they charged the car for $10,000. Did you hear that too?
I told you that yesterday, Armon. I told you that yesterday. I knew they took that girl's card and they must have charged something.
And that's how they was able to leave. They were able to book, they charged her card, and that's how they were able to leave right away.
Yes, I believe it. It's just disgusting. I just want to say one other thing about Nicki, and then I'm just going to go and you can take your other callers. But for Nicki, I feel like Nicki needs to sit back and just have some humble pie. Like, seriously, I feel like the reason why everything is not going the way it needs to go for her is because she's talking too much. I feel like if you're happy in your marriage with your child and your husband, you shouldn't need to be so angry. And I feel like after, the whole situation that happened with her and Remy, people really didn't know a lot of things that Nicki was doing behind the scenes. And then once they seen Remy came out, everybody was saying more things. But I feel like even before that, Nicki was doing a lot of nasty things to girls behind the scenes, to the other rappers. Like, I don't know if you remember, she did the song with Ludacris, My Chick Bad. There were some interviews with the other girls, and Nicki really wasn't cool with them. Like, she was just a really nasty person, and I feel like she has too many yes people around her, and she doesn't feel like what she's doing is wrong, but it is, and it's just trifling. I don't think she was snubbed. It is what it is, and Nicki, girl, bye. But that's what I want to say, Armon. I love you. Good night.
Thank you. Good night. Okay, let me get into some more things. 0824, you live on the air.
Hello?
Hey, what's going on?
Hi, I wanted to talk about Nicki first.
Okay.
Like the previous caller said, don't think she was snubbed. She lost to some of the great top 10 male artists of all time, J. Cole, Kendrick, Jay, Kanye. She wasn't snubbed then. But I want to talk about Cardi B because I feel like that's Nicki's biggest competition. When she won Rap Album of the Year, respectfully, she was up against no one. She was up against 21 Savage, Tyler, the Creator, and Cordae, and Meek Mill. Like, those albums weren't good. Sorry, not sorry. But I don't think she was snubbed this year. Like you said, I think yesterday, Super Freaky Girl would have just been like a here, take it, and leave us alone.
Okay.
And then I wanted to talk about the Quella girl because I'm actually from the city and know people that go to school with her, went to school with her.
Okay.
And they are doxing these people, going to their house. The FBI is on them like white on rice.
Really?
Yeah, the girl's mom, I sent it to you in your DMs. The girl's mom actually posted, stop posting her address because the FBI is already at her house looking for her daughter as of last night.
Wow.
And she hasn't lived there in 2 years.
Isn't that crazy?
But what I think is going to happen, I give it a week before somebody comes out and starts singing like a bird. And a week is being generous.
No, I feel like it's going to start tomorrow, tonight. The dad is already online. And because we're not letting this go. This is not going to stop. So it's going to, the more pressure, the more online now the FBI is involved, people are going to start talking very quickly.
Yep. And I think with the internet on them and doxing them the way they are, they found this girl's sister and nephew in public the other day. So
wow.
I think with the way everyone's on them, especially in the city is going up behind this. They are looking for these people. They've tracked them all the way to Winston-Salem, North Carolina. I think in the next week, by the time next weekend comes, somebody will be done snitched and somebody will be headed back to Mexico quickly.
And they better watch it because if they don't start talking, somebody else may come up dead. If the city is really on them like that, you know what I'm saying? It might get nasty for Khalil for sure.
Yep. And their address is like, there's a whole post. If you check your DMs, I sent it to you. There's a whole
Send it to me again because I have a lot of DMs. I don't see it.
Okay. I'll send it to you when I hang up.
Okay.
But every one of their addresses are on there, their parents' address, phone number, and everything. And I feel kind of bad because the main girl, her sister, and her nephew are being threatened, but they're trying to find this girl and where she's at, and they keep deleting all social media.
Wow. All right. Thank you, caller. Let me take another call. We have a lot of people on here. Thank you so much for calling in. Okay. Okay. What do we got going on in the chat? Okay. Let's take another call. 4450. You're live on the air.
Nicki and Kenneth jail.
Okay, thank you. You will not be answered again. I promise you that. Let me do this one. 4944. You're live on the air. Let me screenshot that so that I can make sure. Okay, 4944. You live on the air.
Hello.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, Armon, how are you?
Hey, I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing well. I just wanted to call in to give my opinion about the Quella situation. To kind of point out some of the things that I noticed on the video. I know we already talked about it was more than one video.
Mm-hmm.
You can clearly see in the video the person that was recording and that was talking, it kind of panned over to someone else that was recording.
Mm-hmm.
And see, I want to see that. And I also want to see the hotel or the wherever they were staying at, the cameras in the hallway. I want to see when they came to that door, did they bombard her? Because I feel like she may have been in the shower, heard a knock at the door. You know, they saw the peephole, knew it was her friends, so-called friends. And then they kind of attacked her. I want to see all the footage.
I want to know why.
Airport footage. I want to know why too. I just want this to kind of come together because it's like so unreal. Who does
And
that?
it's so bizarre. And it's just like, why would you go? And this is the day after you land. So it's like you've only been in Mexico one day. So was this a setup?
Had fun. Was it a setup? You know what? I want to know, was they doing like the social? You know, when you go somewhere with your friends, you on Snapchat, you recording when you're on the airplane, you recording when you walk through the airport, when you get to the resort. Like, I want, if none of that is surfacing, it seems like some type of setup.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like you didn't even go there to have fun. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's crazy. It's crazy.
That's crazy. First day. But I'm not going to hold you up, Armon. I love you.
All right, thank you.
Nicki
Love you
Minaj,
too.
baby, you just need to sit down, and that's it.
Thanks for watching. Okay, let's take another one. Let's do 4656. You live on the air.
Hello, Armon. Do you hear me?
Yes, what's going on?
Armon, this is what's going on. We're going to talk a little bit about the Nicki thing, and I'm not going to be too long, and then I'm going to talk about the little Quella thing. With Nicki, let's not act as if Nicki is not the real-life Regina George. Let's not act like if she doesn't want people to sip from this golden cup. And if we're talking about the Grammys being relevant or the Grammys being something important, even if it is based on popularity standards, that's why she wants it, because she knows it's the biggest popularity standard. She knows that if I get a Grammy, everybody's going to love me. Everybody's going to say, wow, this is the best thing. She's a Grammy award-winning person. Nicki has a broken spirit. Nicki is a selfish person. She's a mean girl. She's not very woman-like as far as she doesn't like when other women are succeeding with her, because she always views women as a competition. Because Caribbean culture, and me being a Jamaican woman, I understand it so well, because you grow up in that culture, and that culture is very dominated by, as a woman, you have to move like this, be like this. You always have to be more successful, the most, the best. And that's who Nicki is, and that's what she wants. When it comes to the whole Lotto and her calling Lotto scratch off and calling Lotto Karen and trying to kind of race bait to make people feel how she wants them to feel, it's always Nicki's sob story and sympathy and payola, right? But when other people do it, it comes off to be, she likes it to be like, oh, well, you know, you don't deserve anything. When she talked to Lotto on that phone, she patronized Lotto and made Lotto feel as if Lotto was needing to, every time she said something and Nicki's name came up, praise. People can't praise you because you're not Beyonce. You're not kind. You're not kind. You're not nice. You don't care about people's feelings. You don't actually care about women empowerment. You just want to pretend like you care about women's empowerment. And that's all I have to say about her. She is a lost soul, and she is very mad. When it comes to the Quella thing, now, what I want to say to a lot of people, discernment is so serious and so real. Sometimes people don't discern enough because you're always hanging out with the party people. You're always hanging out with the party friends, the friends that want to turn up. They want to do all of the lit stuff, right? So you go out with people who always want to do the lit stuff, and you never really get to know these people. You never really know who they are outside of lituation. And then what happens is they get you into these, they got a girl like her into this, you know, very secluded scenario, and all of the people watched her get beat up. And all of those people watched her get beat up because in reality, it doesn't matter how many years she actually hung out with those people, she didn't know not one of them. And I want more young ladies to realize, and as well as young men, need to realize, just because you're hanging out with people and you turn up and get lit with them and drink and, you know, do whatever you do with them, does not mean you know them, because you know people when you sit with them in your house when there's no parties, there's no music, and you're getting to really know their inner spirit. Discernment. I don't want to hang out with you if I can only hang out with you when I'm drinking and turning up.
Okay. Period. Thank you, caller. Let me pan back over. Let's see what's going on over here on the with this interview?
Upside the head. Everything that was afflicted upon need to be inflicted upon you. Burn y'all asses at the stake.
Okay.
All right, y'all. I'm Gerald Jackson. Thank y'all so much for tuning in.
Okay. Well, there was that. Wow. What an explosive evening. And here I said that this was going to be a regular live, and here we are an hour and 30 minutes in. What do you know? 9139, you're live on the air.
Hello?
Hello?
Hey, Armon, can you hear me?
You're in the Matrix. Come back. I can barely hear that. You got to do that over. We can't do that. 7700, you live on the air.
Hey, Armon, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
I'm good, Armon. Okay, I'm going to try to make this quick. So first of all, I want to go back to those boys that were being, touched inappropriately, police officers. We also need to have that go viral as well, because Trump is running again for office, and these people are trying to come out and do all types of crazy things to young black men. I don't appreciate it,
Mm-hmm.
So we need to really watch that in these little hick cities and small white towns. It's and then when it comes to Nicki Minaj, I just feel like Nicki just really isn't as happy as she seemed like she want to be, and I want her to get to a place of accepting that you are rich and famous, honey. The Grammys at this point, I don't believe that it has that much merit. It does feel good to get recognized by your peers, but you're a nasty woman, and I think that she want to be that person to say, I don't even have to be nice, and I still got the Grammy. To me, it's just like, Nicki, just be happy. And that's one thing a lot of people like Cardi. Cardi got her one little Grammy, and she ain't looked back because she's still rich. She got her husband, she got her kids, and she's living her life. I want Nicki to get to that place. With Miss Shanquella, rest in peace.
Yes.
Armon, and this is no disrespect, but somewhat what the last caller was saying. I'm a flight attendant, so I travel with a lot of friends sometimes I go solo. And let's be very clear, just like the last caller, just because you've known somebody for a good long time, that don't mean they were your friends. Those are people you kicked it with, you can go to a pub with, you can party with. Oh, it's a group trip, I'm rolling too. But y'all wasn't like besties. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't mean to be, I'm not a parent, but the father, he seemed to not have had much communication with the mom, because he don't really seem like he was in the loop based on the conversation he was having with the interviewer. He was just kind of like, well, we're just waiting for that information. We're waiting for that. So, I don't know what Shanquella's relationship with her father was, but it doesn't seem like the people that came back.
It doesn't feel like the dad and the mom were in the same house. Is what you're saying.
Exactly. He seemed more distant. So I don't want him to be a clout chaser. I don't want him to use this opportunity to make it a big deal, because the mom did her one interview. She's seeking justice, and we ain't heard nothing else from her. Now the dad is coming out, which he has every right. That was his daughter too. But I don't want him to be a clout chaser. I really hope he's not that
but
guy.
I think that word, a clout chaser, is kind of a tough word, because even if you were distant, she's dead.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? That hurts.
As a father, he has every right to speak out. I just want him to make the right decisions on who he's speaking out to. What he's saying is legitimate and not on some, this is 5 minutes of fame for me and looking for some type of money issue. I don't want that.
I don't think it's that though. I don't want to even think. Because I think that pain is real. I think the pain is definitely real.
And I believe so. I believe so too. So I'm just hoping that it just stayed genuine from that side of the things. But last thing, that guy Khalil, we all know those messy,
Mm-hmm.
your gay best. You know what I'm saying? And I have a lot of friends that are gay, male and female, but sometimes they can be jealous. Shanquella was 25. She was a young girl. She was a boss, a businesswoman. If you're able to take her credit card, I mean, allegedly, I don't know all her money business, but she's a young girl making money. These other women seem like they're older than her. It seemed like the girls had already had some type of, to me, it seemed like some stuff was cracking off before this trip. They probably pre-planned this trip, but something happened prior to them flying out, and they took this opportunity to take advantage of her. But the guy who came in the next day in his live, he made it seem like she was still alive, and the ambulance and the nurse and the maids, they came in while I was there. So why would you leave then? Why would you leave her by herself? And so I don't even know if that's genuine. You know, what's the truth? I don't know. So it's just a sad thing. And then those young 3 guys who got killed from the shooting. I don't know if you've heard about that. It's just so much.
It's a lot, but let me, yeah, there was a lot, and then what I'm seeing, what's disappointing me though, because when I'm here, I'm watching the news, and and I don't want to sound insensitive to anybody, but what we have on our public news here, I don't know if you guys are seeing it on CNN or wherever you guys watch your news, but we're talking about Idaho, the 4 students in Idaho that someone walked in there. But my thing is, it's hard for me to feel bad about that when this black girl. Why aren't we talking about this black girl that? This is the interesting story. Who got killed in Mexico, and they came out to the mom's house and told her that she died from alcohol poisoning. Yet there's a video of this girl being brutally beaten. Like, there's a full video. Why isn't national news picking this up and discussing that? But yet you want me to care about these 4 white kids that got knocked off in Idaho. I'm sorry, like, I can't focus on that right now.
Exactly. And this is where black people need to start making things that's relevant on social media. All of this extra stuff isn't important. Let's use social media to really push things in our communities and to bring justice for our black people, period. And it's about to be a new election. Trump is doing everything he can to take over. Republicans are in the office. It's just a lot about to go down. So it's time to pray. God bless everybody. Yeah.
Bye. Okay, let me get my girl here really quick because we have a lot of callers, but I do see her. Let me see. Oh, wow. This is a lot of calls. Everybody's not getting on. I'm going to tell you that. It's way too many. So super chats to the top if you just have something to say. Okay, 3016. Unless you a part of unless you in Charlotte and you got some tea, girl. But what's going on, Lisa?
Hi there. Can you hear me okay? I'm in the car.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to hit this quick. The Milwaukee thing, I want us to not sit here and pretend that this has not been happening all over the country, in Chicago, in L.A., thank you, Chicago, L.A., everywhere, New York. These things happen to our young black men and black women all the time. You can find this everywhere, in prisons and both in just regular police situations. This all happens. So let's not pretend this ain't been going on for decades, okay? This ain't just because one person in the office or not. We got to deal with what I got to deal with, okay? We got to do better. We have to make sure that we're not shaming these people when they come out, talking about them, and that we actually do something to support them, okay? Stop voting the same people in. Stop, make sure what's going on with your police department and whatnot. Now, that being said, I'm with you. I don't want to hear about these 4 people out in Idaho. I feel bad for their families. I really do. But we didn't hear no more about the young black man in University of Virginia. And then Shanquella, this is so, we can have discernment, y'all, but we all have been there where we've gone somewhere with our good group of girlies and guys, right? We've all been there. And, as a parent, you might come and be like, well, I don't know if I like this person, but then, I'm a parent of adult children. My kids are your age. So I can only say so much, and then you got to let the kids live their lives. But I'm going to be honest with you. When I was in my 20s, I was running around with people that, we went out of state, out the country, all kinds of stuff. And they were just a party friend. So I don't know what has snapped in our people, in people's heads, that we don't value life at all. If you're this jealous of this woman that has made something of herself, that it took you to go take her to another country.
Yeah.
Another country. You know, these people knew the family in order for them to be able to go and sit down in the front of the mama and tell the mama to lie.
Wow.
They knew the family. You know what I'm saying?
What did you think about that dad though? Because the girl made a good question. She talked about the dad not being in the. Do you think that even matters? Whether he was an absent father or.
I don't think necessarily that it matters at this point. I've not heard anything this father has said that would lead me to believe that he wants to somehow clout chase or whatever. I think it's a very cold thing to say when we don't even know any of the facts.
Okay.
It's appeared to me this is a black father. This is an OG. This is an OG. You know, regardless if he was all there 24/7, 365. We don't know if the mama and the daddy broke up last year, 2 years ago with the group. You know what I'm saying? We don't know nothing. This is a man. I don't know if I was these knucklehead young adults, if I'd want to sit across a table or a couch from that man and tell that bold-faced lie that we didn't put no hands on your daughter. Now, they might not have made it to an FBI investigation had they said that to that man. Let's just call it spade a spade.
Right.
That's an OG right there. So I don't want to assume that about anybody just yet. You know what I'm saying? That I felt that as a parent, that your child left to go on a vacation, and you had now 2 days from now you got to bury your child.
And they left her there in the hotel. But okay, so but would you have left or would you have stayed in Mexico to deal with that? I don't know if I would have stayed, Lisa, just because morally I get it, but them Mexicans want money. And who knows what could have happened then. And you know, I don't speak Spanish to be playing those kind of games.
And the Mexican jails, ain't nothing to sneeze at. Now, if the reports are true and the Mexican police came and then they said, well, there's nothing wrong here, you know, they may have paid them at that point. We don't know. Because they turned a blind eye. So it's by the mere fact that they packed up their stuff, her stuff, and left that young girl's body there. And if it's true that she was still breathing, all of them, I don't care if they put hands on her or not, they all need to be tried and convicted of first-degree murder. I don't care who did what at that point, because none of y'all sought the help. You know what I'm saying? Now, the Nazir young man, if he did call, we don't know if they said, you got to get out of here, you can't be here with her. We don't know, because here they would not necessarily let you stick around, even if you did, you know, drop them off at the hospital, call for the ambulance or whatever. So we don't know. But any of them people that was in that room or in that area and seen and heard and had laid hands, they all need to go to jail. And they need to extradite these kids, but let's also call a spade a spade. If they was not black, they would not be extradited that fast. We just deal with them here. I think they're going to ship them back to Mexico and let them stand trial there. That's what I think is going to happen.
Wow.
And that's the worst thing in the world for them. They're not going to make it in no Mexican jail. They can hang that one right up.
Yeah, and I'm seeing someone is sending me where they're doxing all the girls and everybody that was there, their name and address and everything. Wow.
Well, normally I would say that's wrong. I don't, you know, the mother in me, I don't know. I mean, you had this stuff that went viral. You all over everywhere talking about this, that, and the third, what you did and didn't do. So I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that, Armon. I wish I could say that was wrong. But
and I heard that the girl Dejanay, but see, this is what's interesting. The girl Dejanay, they said that she fled to Cleveland now, and she's the one that I got wind of her Instagram, which this is saying it's her real Instagram. It seems to be real, but they're saying that she's frustrated, like she's not gonna. What her exact words were, she's not gonna let the internet turn her into a murderer. So I'm feeling like she's about to end up speaking out on that other girl because she's basically saying just because I fought her, I didn't kill her.
Well, yeah, I mean, she's the weakest link, so she's going to crack first. She's going to crack first.
Yeah.
But, baby girl, I hate to tell you, as much as you might not want the internet to think that you're a murderer, you did nothing to stop the beatdown.
And then and then here's the thing. Then you took it. I mean, I understand leaving Mexico, but then when you went all the way with the lie to the mama house. I mean, I would have left Mexico and sung like a bird.
Either left Mexico and sung like a bird or left Mexico and didn't say nothing to nobody. You wouldn't have found me. You wouldn't have known that I went to the mama house or nowhere else. Like, I'd have gone on home. You know what I'm saying?
And went to my mama house and said, what should I do? And call the police.
Yes. Like that Brian Laundrie boy did with that Gabby Petito girl. He didn't go nowhere else talking. He went to his mama and them and said, what am I supposed to do? You know what I'm saying? So that's, if you're going to do that, do that. But y'all act like this is an episode of Pretty Little Liars or something. I don't know what is going on here. Y'all, this is a straight up TV show, a bad one at that. I don't know.
All right, Lisa, I got to wrap you up. We got to take another call. Now I got to get out of here.
Honey.
But I'll call you. Thank you.
All right, take care.
Bye.
All right.
Okay, let me see. Okay. Oh, this people been waiting on here for a long time. Oh, this person almost been waiting for an hour. Okay, let me get it. 2470, you're live on the air.
Hello?
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, Armon. I just wanted to say first, when it comes to the boys being touched, that's very just derogatory and sad for me. Mm-hmm. And I think it happens everywhere. It's starting to get more and more nastier, and it just feels like, obviously they don't talk about black men situations very often. They don't, but I think they do that because, of course, I always say to myself, if you are a threat, or if your culture or your color, however you want to put it, is a threat to them, they're not going to say anything. They want you to be looked down on. And we're that threat to them because they can't get rid of us. We've been going through all this, but yet we still high up on the top in some way. We still getting the money and da-da-da-da. So they're going to do all they can to make us look like the bad guys and the nastiness and the gays, and they're just going to do it. So you just got to keep moving. You got to figure it out, deal with it, and keep moving. And when it comes to Nicki, she has a problem. She always was talking about how, at first, I forget who she was interviewing, but she was talking about, she's interviewing Coyle Ray, and she was talking about, you guys don't know what she's been through, and all of these things, and strength, and, all this woman power, but yet, I have locks, a Jamaican lady does my hair. I see a woman online sometimes, she's Trinidadian, and I have nothing against them at all. I love Caribbean and all that. But you do tell by the way that they speak or certain slangs that they have. I was like, wait a minute, what is that supposed to mean? Like you saying something totally opposite to what, like, I don't get that. Wait, what you say to me?
Wait a minute. Okay.
So it was like, definitely something totally opposite than what we were saying. I'm just saying that's how it was. That's how it sounded. So they come off very strong and very, they may not mean anything, but they're strong. So Nicki, I think she just, like I said, she wants to be the queen. She wants to be the one to have, she just wants to be the queen. And you can't be the queen if you don't know how to keep your mouth shut and keep your money going. Like Beyonce said, stay gracious. Best revenge is your paper.
Period, Pooh. Okay, on that note, I'm going to let you go. Thank you. Bye. Ooh. Ooh. She said that. She said they're Trinidadians and say something. She said, what you say to me? This is a stupid show. You guys know that, right? Wow, this is so stupid. Okay, one more. Come on, let's go. 4409. You live on the air.
Yes, Mom, we in the building today, so I definitely wanted to touch on the Shanquella situation. It's sad, it's devastating.
Okay.
You know, the fact that, can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, sorry, yeah. The simple fact that, you know, they did that, and like the person that recorded it, like it's like everybody be so quick to pick up their phones and record a situation. I don't care what's going on. Me, as true as I am, and as real as I am, I'm not going to sit there and watch nobody get beat up and jump like that. Because that's not the type of energy or the type of vibe that I'm on. If you jump in somebody that's my so-called friend, I'm going to jump in and try to stop the fight before it escalates and ends in a situation like that. God forbid. My thing is, those people, like they said, been plotting on her for years at a time. It's sad that when you, like, before you reach success, that you have to watch your friends that's been around you for years, because they said this person been around for 5 years. But my thing is, was you paying attention to the red flags? Because oftentimes people don't pay attention to red flags. And it's like, no, if you see something that you don't like, you need to be like, I'm removing myself from the situation, or I'm no longer, you know, going to be involved with them in the future. It's probably the same difference, you know, same thing. But at the end of the day, I'm just like, none of them people was real. None of them people was her friends. And I just feel like all of them should just be taken down for first degree. Because that's devastating. This fact that you sit there and you ate dinner with the father? How dare you have the audacity to walk in my crib after that just went down to my daughter? You lucky that I didn't see that video before you got to my house, because I might have took your head off. How dare you do something like that? Like that's disgusting. And you know, I want to move on from that, because I was just like, that just I can't even think straight. Like, talking about that situation is so sad. But I want to move on to talk about Nicki Minaj. You know, as much as I'm a Nicki Minaj fan and things like that, the attitude is where it is. The attitude messes her up, and she burns a lot of bridges, because I feel like if she was a more likable person, I definitely felt like when she was interviewing JT, she played all in JT face. She played all in Coi Leray's face. And, you know, don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with being, you know, a strong black woman, Trinidadian woman and things like that. But you can't, like 2 callers or 3 callers said before, you can't say you ain't have to beg for sympathy from the media, but you doing the same thing behind closed doors, because Nicki Minaj has been in the game for 15 years. Yes, she's still the highest selling female rapper for the record. She's still my favorite female rapper, but at the end of the day, you can't sit here and have a nasty attitude and think that, oh, I'm going to get whatever I want. Armon, I don't care if Nicki was 20 years in the game and just as successful. Nicki Minaj looks herself in the mirror and says, why don't I have a Grammy? Armon, she's too talented not to have a Grammy, but it's her attitude. And my thing is, when Young Blue was sitting there doing the interview with Angela Yee, what was that, lip service? Yeah, like you said, they was making the key out of it, but if you really sit back and look at it, who are you to tell somebody, oh, that's enough time for them for the day? Like, I'm just checking in on you about a song. You're not going to sit here and play in my face. I don't care how new I am in the game. You're not going to sit here and disrespect me as if, oh, my pen don't work, or, oh, I just can't be as successful. Like, why do I have to beg? Why do I have to, like, own up to you for a feature? Like, I'm not kissing nobody behind. I don't care who you are. Like, I just feel like the minute you disrespect me, I'm cutting all ties with you. I don't want to be bothered. I don't care who you are.
Period. Okay, caller, I gotta move on. I gotta move on. But thank you for calling in.
Thank you.
3497. You live on the air.
Hello.
Yes. What's going on?
Oh my God, I love you, Armon. First of all, shout out to your mods, because they was going hard in the chat. They was like, and her.
Okay.
Shout out to your mods. You got the best mods ever. Thank you.
Armon,
listen.
Listen, yeah, it's a DMV thing. Last time I called this child, you hung up on me. It was a while ago. You hung up on me, child. But
Okay,
listen,
sorry about that. I don't know. You must have been cursing or something, saying something crazy.
No. You was on one, but I'm gonna make it quick because I know you ready to go. First of all, shout out to the boys in Milwaukee, right? Because they deserve to be heard, and I feel like they're not getting enough press, and that's wrong. I don't like that. I feel like they deserve the same amount of press as Shanquella, and they're not getting it, and I don't like that. And it took a lot for them to come up and say, "Hey, this happened to me," and we need to hear them. And I don't like that we're not paying that same amount of attention. I don't like that. Them boys went through a lot, and I feel like as black men, it's harder to come up and say, "Hey, somebody violated me," and we need to correct them. We need to stand with them. And I don't like that. I need to see this on the Shade Room. I need to see that on the Neighborhood Talk, and I haven't seen it. Unless I'm wrong, I haven't seen that on the Neighborhood Talk today. I haven't seen it on the Shade Room. I haven't seen it on Hollywood Unlocked. Unless I'm wrong, I don't know. But that's that. For the callers that's saying, "Oh, Nicki," because I'm a barb, and that's why I'm touching so hard, because I feel like y'all not barbing enough for me. For the girls that are saying, "Oh, well, Nicki's not likable and she's not for women empowerment." Other girls that have got their Grammys have literally been in court for having girls cut because they were messing with their man. So I don't understand. That's women empowerment, though, right? Like, you had somebody violated for messing with your man. That's not women empowerment. I don't care how much you put that in the public. That's not okay. But we can overlook that. I don't like that. I don't like that they're saying, "Oh, well," I feel like it does something to the girls that have won a Grammy. Like, okay, well, you won a Grammy because you was kissing butt. You know what I'm saying? It diminishes it a little bit. Like, if I play politics, if I'm nice, if I don't really say what it is that I'm thinking, I can get my accolades. But if I speak out, I'm not going to get it. So what does that say about any other girl that gets one? And I like that you said that. Like, okay, well, Nicki's not going to get a Grammy because she's outspoken and she's not doing the things that she needs to do. But then the girls that get one, do you get one because you're, kissing butt? What does that do to them? It's a two-way street, and I don't like that. Like, you can't say, "Well, Nicki's not getting a Grammy because she's outspoken and nobody likes her and she's a mean girl and she's Regina George." So the girls that get one, or what? You know what I mean? It can't go both ways. You can't have it both ways. So that's it. Thank you to the mods that got me here. I love you, Armon. You didn't hang up
I love
on me.
you too. All right, we might do a late night after show on, because there's a lot of people that still want to talk. So we might do a late night after show on.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio.
Bye.
Goodbye.
If you guys didn't make it, please make sure you guys super chat to the top. You guys can get on. But we may do a late night after show on StationHead. Okay, I just need to get my food, and girl, we might come back on StationHead and discuss all the rest of the topics. Listen, this every time I say it's not supposed to be a lengthy live, it's always a 2-hour live. Okay, so I don't know. It wasn't supposed to be a lengthy live, but we had got into some things today. Let me tell you guys something. I love each and every one of you guys that call in, that come in, that donate, that super chat, the Cash App, that are just here in the comments, because you guys could be watching anything else and you guys could be anywhere else, but you guys decide to come here and give me your time and energy for hours and hours and upon hours each and every day. And I want to let you guys know I love and appreciate each and every one of you guys for coming back and supporting this channel, because without you, I wouldn't be able to do this. Okay, so thank you guys so much for coming here, taking the time out, supporting the channel, and getting into these tough topics, because this is a lot to talk about and it's a lot of energy. You know what I'm saying? And here on this platform, we like to do the fun stuff. I really don't like to do the dark, heavy stuff, but I just do feel like this Shanquella situation is very, very much so a needed conversation to have, okay? And as much as I would like to keep it with the lighthearted, funny shade stuff, we cannot let this story go untouched, okay? And then shout out to the boys out in Milwaukee too. They need some justice as well. So, we do gotta touch some of the serious topics at times, but I can't wait till we can move on to some more of the lighter, funnier stuff. But right now, it's some serious stuff going on in the world, and you know, it's my job to bring light to it. And we want to, you know, wish that family the best of luck, and hopefully they get the healing that they deserve and the justice that they deserve. Okay, so I love each and every one of you guys. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in a later video. Peace out.